Okay, I'm just going to work in this little handmade journal that I have. It's got a few pages left. It didn't have a lot of pages in it to begin with. But I'm just going to put some gesso down across these 2 pages. I pulled a bunch of stuff out. We'll see what I end up using or not using. And then I'm going to start with Napa Red and this Americana acrylic paper towel. I'm going to work pretty intuitively as I usually do. Now this gesso isn't completely dry, so I am getting some color mixing, which is fine, because I think I'm going to go for kind of a Valentine-y theme, if you will. So I'm just wanting to keep some of this paint dark and then let some of it mix more with the gesso and we get more of a pink tone. Yeah, that's good. Before I dried, I decided I'm going to just press this bubble wrap into the paint, get a little pattern going on here. Okay, I used the ink dauber and the Distress ink and worn lipstick, and I tore the piece of vellum and just colored that on the back. I'm going to put it down with some matte medium on one side of my page over here. I was wondering if that was gonna not want to stick. And it's not wanting to stick. It just needs to be in contact a little longer. I don't know. Alright, let's burnish that down some more. And we can catch the edges. I've never had paper that resisted being stuck down to more paper like this. It's pretty, but it's not easy to work with. If you want my honest opinion, at least not in this regard. And see, it just keeps pulling up and curling up and not wanting to stay stuck. And I may regroup and use a different kind of glue on the other side. Well, back to the, I'm going to ink this side. I'm thinking I'll try this Craft Bond paper glue. Maybe it'll stick better. Stick down the edges better, at least, maybe. You don't want to see those lines of glue through the paper, though. So I'm going to try and spread it out. get it all over me. Not as many not as many wrinkles with this glue. Still doesn't seem to want to stick down that great. All the edges want to keep popping up. Alright, I'm going over it with the matte medium now. Crazy. Time to get out the ultimate. I tell you guys all the time, that sticks everything to everything. We're about to find out if that's true, because this one is what I usually go to. Okay, on my mat I mixed weathered wood and wild honey together and just mixed them up with a little bit of matte medium. And I'm just going to go around the edges and get that little bit of green color, because I have this InLoveArts sticker that has some pink and green, so I just thought I'd bring a little green onto the page. And the only other ink that I have in green is aged paper, and it's just too light. Can't really even see it, so I'll just make my own, just a little bit of green. Just a bit. So it just brings in the green. Now, I showed you these. They are stickers, but holy cow, you guys. I had to dig and dig with a craft knife to even get it started on the back. I finally ended up scoring all the way across it. And you can see I ended up cutting through it. I think you can see that right there. So anyway, the back's off. I'm just going to stick it here on the edge of my mat until I'm ready for it. Next I'm going to, I think I'm going to use this. It's like a chain. Let's go this way. Wine frame. Not what I was hoping for. It It's really flat, so let's just do part of this over here. Yeah, I'm not getting a good impression at all off of this stamp. So, I don't know, kids are kind of 2 for 2 here. I was really wanting to like this, but I don't know. Might end up okay. I'm going to dry it a little bit. I don't smear it. Fortunately, we're going to layer a lot on top of it still, so I'm not going to worry too much about the broken image. I am going to add a little gesso to the mix right now. Edges of that paper are wanting to come back up again. I wasn't expecting to have to fight with my project today, but some days are like that. I'm going to bring some of this bright red back a little bit. This is Archival ink in Carnation Red. And just going around the edges of my pages. I think I have 2 pages there, I don't know. I made this journal with lots of different kinds of papers in it. So I had a few choices. Okay, I like that better. I think I'm going to add a little cactus flower in here. Just because I can. I pulled these pieces. I'm not real sure if I want to use all of them. I'm going to put this down here. Now I'm going to put matte medium on top of this and hope that I lose all that white background color, but I kind of think I'm not gonna. But you never know. I was hoping it would behave more kind of like a napkin does, or like tissue paper does. I guess it's going away. Melting into the background so we don't see so much of that white edge around the image. Kind of. I'm gonna decide what I want to do with that. I think I'm just gonna color it with the ink. I guess that's okay. I'm gonna do the same with these. if you are more of a paper crafter than I am, I'm sure you will enjoy working with a lot of these paper pieces. I'm willing to bet this is one of the first times you ever saw me using red or pink too, because not my normal go-to colors. This is coming back up again. Huh. Well, it just doesn't want to stay down. So it's coming off. I'm just going to have to cover it up there. And I think where am I going to go with this? Maybe this needs to be up here. I'm not liking this, you guys. Not liking it. I thought maybe some of this pink ribbon might go on here. I don't want that either. Well, I've certainly tried out a lot of InLoveArts pieces parts. Had trouble with most of them. That's not to say that it's their fault. This may be artist error here. I'm going to glue these down though. Okay, I have a feeling that a lot of this was not even in frame. I think I have my iPad turned around the opposite way from where I am used to having it. And I think I was way over here, which is not going to be good for this video. Alright, so I'm just putting some gesso inside of that oval doily there, because I have this photo that I'm going to put inside of there. And I did go around the edges a little bit with the distress ink, but can't really see it that much. I'm going to dry that in there real quick. Okay. I'm going to get this glued in there, and then we'll figure out what to do about blending it in. Maybe it doesn't need it. Okay, I think I'm going to have I have an art crayon in red. I'm just going to go around this inside edge with that and just smear it out. There. That kind of blends them in, both of them, into that background. I'm going to hit these hearts with this too. Just beef up the red a little bit. Maybe the bottom of these letters. A little bit of an ombre effect there, kind of, sort of. Have a whole lot of mediums on here that are going to just keep moving. So I'm going to add some more. I'm going to try to find my, there it is, my Stabilo All black one. I am going to go around this frame. Let's go inside here. Paper's falling apart. Okay. You see that it's not that wet, and it's really just falling apart as I rub it. See? So not watercolor paper. Those, yeah, those are the pieces that came already cut in that kit, whatever they called that kit. So if you're just going to glue it down and leave it, it's fine. If you're not planning on using any kind of water media on it. But if you are, then that's probably not what you want. Not what I wanted. It was fine until I went to activate the Stabilo with the water in, and it was just a tiny little bit of wetness, and it just went. So just so you know, that's why I'm doing this. So you know, some pieces are fine and everything has its place. I'm not saying that it's an inferior product. I'm just letting you know what you can expect when you do certain things with it. So for the way I work, most of this stuff, the stamps were fine, but as far as the die cuts, the quality of the paper, I'm going to want to put water medium on it, and it can't handle it, so that's not good for me and the way I work. The vellum, I love the way it looks, but I think it's probably better suited to people who make cards, maybe junk journalers. But as far as mixed media and putting other media on top of it or expecting it to be glued to other things, it didn't work so well either. So I'm going to leave this the way it is. Obviously a bit of a mess. Not crazy about it. That's what happens when I try to force the way I work into something that I normally wouldn't do. I don't know if that even makes sense, but I tried to use all this stuff to show you this stuff. And I think I would do the products a better service, as well as my work, better representation, if you will, if that's the right word, if I just use the products as I normally do my art, instead of trying to put a lot of their pieces and parts and products into one. It's like I tried to force it, and it obviously didn't work. So it's not the way I normally work, and it just didn't work. Gotta be honest. I will be using the rest of these stamps and probably some of this paper in future projects, and I will link all of them right now in the description of this video, so that if you see a stamp or you want to try the paper, or there's something that you would like, their prices are really, really good. Took a little while to get here. I think some of the things come from China, although I understand they do have a warehouse, I believe, in Virginia in the States. So at least go and have a look. There are a lot of other crafters and artists here on YouTube who have reviewed and used many of these same products in their videos. So if you search for InLoveArts, a lot more of those videos are going to come up, and you can see how other people are using them more successfully than I did today. So don't discount the products. The stamps are nice. They're good quality. All the pieces, parts were fine. They just didn't work in this application. Oh, I forgot I pulled this out. I think I'm going to put this on there. That's just a piece that I printed on tissue paper from my inkjet printer. So we're going to stick that on there, right there. And of course it's going to bleed because inkjet. Sometimes the stuff I print on the inkjet bleeds, and sometimes it doesn't. This one is a little bit. I'm trying to go around those letters. What else is new today? So anyways, hey, give this video a thumbs up, if for nothing else but for the honesty. Not for the artistry, certainly. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, look back at my other videos. They're a lot better than this, and I would appreciate it if you did subscribe. I'd love to have you in our community. And in the meantime, go make some art. Bye.